Welcome in. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hopefully, you guys are having a good weekend. When you watch this video, hopefully, you had a good Friday night. Big weekend ahead. We've got plenty of baseball going on. We've got the Stanley Cup starting tonight, Oilers and Panthers. We have game two of the NBA Finals tomorrow on Sunday. We've got the close of the Memorial Golf Tournament, which is one of the best golf tournaments of the year. And it's going to lead us right into the U.S. Open next week. So, tons going on in the sports world this weekend. Hopefully, you guys can take some time off, enjoy it, watch some of these games, and hopefully win some bets. So, for a recap of Friday, the video went 1-1. We cashed the over on Jordan Alvarez over 1.5 total bases. We dropped our hit parlay. Mason Wynn got a hit really early in the Cardinals game, and then Davis Schneider 0 for 4 just couldn't get us home. We were one Davis Schneider hit away from a 2-0 video on Friday, but I digress. It is what it is. I did hit a golf parlay in the Discord. So it was a profitable day for me again yesterday. If you are interested in using these tools that you see on the screen here and getting access to my premium betting card every single day, I already sent out 6 bets, I think, for Saturday. Go to betkarma.com/pricing. Another reminder that the Euros start next weekend for soccer. I'll be covering that for DFS and sports betting in our Discord. And I might have some videos about it too, but I will have no videos next weekend because I will be on my way to the US Open. I will be at Pinehurst on Sunday for the final round. So no videos next weekend. I'll be traveling, but definitely some room maybe for some Euro videos coming soon after next weekend. All right, let's dive in. It's Saturday. I have 2 picks I'm going to give out on the video today. The first of which is going to be another prop, and we are going to go to the first game of the day here, 1:10 Eastern. I'm trying to get this video out as early as possible. Phillies and Mets. This actually is in London, part of the London series here for Major League Baseball. You can see the total is at 10, which is the highest on the board today. This is not a Mexico City situation where they're playing at extreme altitude and the ball is just going to fly out. But this is a favorable hitter's park based off of the dimensions. Out to center field is actually the shortest distance to center field in any major league park. So it's not like so much as like hitting conditions, but the dimensions of the ballpark do lead it to be more favorable for hitters, which is why this total is at 10 runs. So we're going to be targeting a prop in this game. We have Sean Manaea going up against our guy, Ranger Suarez. If you know anything about the videos here and the streams that we were doing before this, we have profited quite a bit this season off of Ranger Suarez, but I'm not going to be going with Ranger Suarez today. I'm just making a note that Ranger Suarez is pitching. The prop that we're going to go with is Nick Castellanos over 1.5 total bases at plus 100 odds over on DraftKings Sportsbook. So, as I said, we have Sean Manaea going for the Mets today. He's been okay this year. He started out of the gate really hot in the month of April, like looked really, really good. And this is someone that I kind of was high on during his time in Oakland. So it kind of looked like maybe he was going to have like a renaissance season here for the Mets. But, he has average numbers. His ERA is 3.63, which would be the lowest for him since 2021. But his expected ERA is exactly what it's been for the last 4 seasons, right around 4.1. So, he kind of just is what he is at this point. He's just an average pitcher, but he does pitch. Obviously, he's left-handed, and he's going to throw a lot of sinkers. Those are the 2 things that we know about Sean Manaea for sure. Left-handed, he's going to throw a lot of sinkers. So if we look at just the Phillies lineup, they're very good against left-handed pitching. If we isolate last season and this season's numbers, so since the start of 2023, the Phillies projected lineup has a 355 WOBA and 203 ISO against left-handed pitching. Super strong numbers against lefties for the entire team. So I'm not gonna give out, Philly's first 5 here, but I do think you could definitely look at that just based off of how good the Phillies are against lefty pitching. Really, really strong. But we're gonna stick with the prop here. Castellanos, since the start of last season, has arguably the best numbers on the Phillies against lefties. 379 WOBA, 234 ISO. We could take that even further. 49% hard contact rate, which is really good. He's actually had a pretty high batting average on balls in play, but good fly ball rate as well, 33%. So overall, Castellanos, and this is nothing new. He's always been a very good hitter against left-handed pitching. If we take that a step further, and I look at Nick Castellanos against sinkers this year, absolutely monster numbers for the kid against sinkers. 353 batting average, 435 weighted on base, 68% hard hit percentage. Absolutely huge numbers for Cassie against sinkers this year. And if you look at, again, I don't like to cite BVP, but just furthering that, he has had success in his career against Shamanaya. But if we look at someone that's that good against lefty pitching, that good against sinkers, and you get me the added bonus that he's playing in a pretty small ballpark, yeah, sign me up. Nick Castellanos over 1.5 total bases at plus 100 odds. And I don't hate that Phillies first 5 either, to be quite honest with you. But the second pick that we're gonna go with here, there's been some reverse line movement on this, so I don't love it. But we're gonna take the Baltimore Orioles first 5. So there's been reverse line movement for the full game. We don't need to worry about the full game. We're gonna take the first 5 money line at minus 140. So we have Taj Bradley going for the Rays today against Kyle Bradish. Taj Bradley has been someone that I have been completely comfortable attacking this year. I like Taj Bradley as a pitcher. I think that, eventually he could be pretty good down the road. But for this season specifically, he's got a 5.81 ERA backed by a 6.42 expected ERA. That's one of the worst expected ERAs for any starter in baseball. He's given up a huge 49% hard hit rate, a huge, his WOBA allowed 344, expected 390. Like he has been just getting blitzed across the board. He does have really good strikeout stuff, 28%. So he's going to get strikeouts. He's going to give up hard hits. That's kind of the game with Taj Bradley. But for the most part, he's just been really bad for the majority of the season. So I have no problems kind of targeting him, especially with a lineup that's as good as the Baltimore Orioles are. And then if we look at Kyle Bradish, he's kind of been the complete opposite. 3.18 ERA, 265 expected. He's got a 32% strikeout rate, 25% hard hit rate allowed, a 291 WOB allowed, but 262 expected. Kyle Bradish has been completely dominant in what we've seen from him this year. So, look, I know there's reverse line movement on this, just a little bit on the full game. But give me the first 5. Give me the Orioles to kind of jump on Taj Bradley here. And then, we'll see what happens going to the later innings. But overall, quicker video today. I just wanted to get this out, especially with one of the plays being from the early game. So 2 picks today. Nick Castellanos over 1.5 total bases at plus 100. Baltimore Orioles first 5 innings money line at minus 140. If you made it to the end of the video, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel so you know when I post these videos every single day. Good luck with your bets this weekend, and I'll see everybody on Monday.